Nebraska fired Bo Pelini on Sunday. He was their head football coach for 7 years. Pelini won 10 games 3 times and 9 games the other 4 seasons. He had a .710 winning percentage, which is pretty good, but it wasn't good enough. Pelini did not win the big games, according to his bosses. He clashed with administrators, but he didn't win a conference championship and did not beat some of his biggest rivals. There are interesting parallels with Pelini and Mark Richt, Georgia's head coach. In those same 7 seasons, Richt has a .685 winning percentage. Like Pelini, Richt has lost some big games, like this past weekend when Georgia lost to Georgia Tech. The Bulldogs finished the regular season 9-3, which is a good season. But is it good enough? What should Georgia fans really expect? They are used to successful seasons under Richt. He's had only 1 losing season in his 14 years on the job. But almost every year there are games that Richt and the Bulldogs should not lose. This season, they lost to South Carolina, a team that won only 6 games. And we will always remember the bad play call on 1st and goal on the 4. Then they lost to Florida, another 6-win team, and perhaps one of the worst losses of Richt's career. And then last weekend, Georgia lost to a very good Georgia Tech team, but they should have won. Georgia had a lead with 18 seconds left. Then Richt decided on the kickoff to squib kick it, to not kick it deep into the end zone. It gave Tech great field position and allowed them to tie the game, and they eventually won in overtime. Here's the problem. Even though this team wasn't supposed to be great, it had the best talent in the weak SEC East. This division was horrible, and for the 2nd straight year, Missouri won the SEC East. If Georgia can't win the division when it's bad, what will happen when teams like Florida and Tennessee get better? How much more difficult might it be when the division improves? Some Georgia fans are going to love Mark Richt no matter what, but others are sick and tired of having losses being defined by bad decisions made by Richt. Think about it. When I say the word spike, what do you think of if you're a Georgia fan? You think of the Alabama game 2 years ago. And now I can say 1st and goal from the 4, and you will think about the South Carolina loss earlier this year. Now the phrase squib kick takes on a whole new meaning. This is the difference between good and great. Richt has good seasons, but this is a 9-win season that really is not very good when you can't win a division when the division is really bad. It's not. These days, you need to win at least 10 games to have a great season. That's the difference in one game, and that's what sets Richt apart. There is always one game that Georgia loses that it shouldn't. This year, it was the Florida game. That was inexcusable. Nebraska fans got tired of games like that. That's why Bo Pelini is gone. How long will it be before Georgia fans get fed up? Mark Richt is a good coach, but he again proved this past weekend he certainly is not a great coach.